needed just a few more inches. Perfect, all right. So kind of taking a break today from editing the episode. The bulk of the editing's done, the music's done. The main thing that we need to do now is get a really solid intro. Every video needs to have like a Japan quality intro where it just hooks you from the beginning. You're like, what is this? I need to watch the rest of this video. And then I don't think I've mentioned it yet, but the Timberline Trail video, it's weird. I had like this feeling when I was editing the video, when I finished it, I was like, dude, this video could be big. That was mostly just because of the quality of the video. I feel like it's one of the best videos I've ever made. But the reason why it's doing so well is the title and the thumbnail. We've known for a long time now that title and thumbnail are the most important thing. I don't think it ever really occurred to me that we could think of a title that's not clickbait, that accurately describes the video and is exciting and intriguing to somebody watching. It needs to have some intrigue, so you gotta be like, what is that all about? And it needs to be something that you'll actually wanna click and find out more. Then, once they click through, we need an intro that's actually gonna hook them right away. And I've always acknowledged it, but I refuse to act on it most of the time. But I spend the vast majority of all my effort on any video on the video itself. The teasers that we do for the episodes, the thumbnails and the titles are always just like this pain in our neck that we have to do. No more, we have to put the full amount of creative effort behind the thumbnails, titles, and intros that we do for the full episodes, because the quality of the videos, like, I mean, with no false modesty, they speak for themselves. Like, I mean, if you're gonna like them, you're going to like them. It's clear. It's just finding how to get it out to those people who are going to like it. Okay, one quick interjection, I didn't mention it here, but the actual most important thing is that video, even with a good thumbnail and a really good title, it has to get into the algorithm stream. YouTube, for whatever reason, it'll just recommend videos to people. And it doesn't even really seem to make that much sense, because I get recommended the same Conan O'Brien video I've watched like 20 times over and over and over again, and I keep saying, not interested, I've already watched the video. And the algorithm keeps saying, you wanna watch this video, here it is. So you have to do all those things right that I mentioned, but somehow you have to get lucky enough that YouTube puts your video onto people's home screens or into the recommended sidebar. People who aren't already subscribed to your video. With the Timberline Trail video, we got like 70% of our watch time was people who aren't subscribed. What I'm hoping is that if you have an initial really big boost of views, like we normally get with a main episode, and then a really good thumbnail and title, you'll get put into that stream. Now you might say, Robby, why haven't you been doing all of this research and stuff before? It's because all of this stuff takes away time from me doing the stuff that you actually are there for, is watching the video. Whether the video is on my hard drive or it's on YouTube or wherever it is, the delivery method has literally nothing to do with the quality of the video itself. And like the part that I actually enjoy creating, watching, the part that you enjoy creating, watching. Like, if a video has a terrible thumbnail but is a great video, does the quality of the video suffer at all? No, the only thing that suffers is the amount of people that see it. So anyways, this is kind of me acknowledging that something must be done, because I know there's an audience there. It's happened twice now, once with Japan, once with the Timberline video. So I know we can do it. We just gotta put our creative effort behind it like we did with those Patreon shout outs. It changed the way we thought about it, so. Anyways, long story short, for the last 3 days I've been trying to fix my sleep schedule because I was going to bed at 2 and getting up at 11. Really nice sleep schedule, but something feels fundamentally off about being that far off of like the Earth's rotation. So I'm trying to readjust it, but I'm consequently very tired. So I'm gonna, hopefully by tomorrow I'll be back to 100%. I won't get back to work on the episode, but today I've been working on music theory. I feel like it's going pretty well. This composition book, as I expected, most of it is talking about, oh, this is what a Gregorian chant is. I'm like, I don't care. I can figure out all of what sounds good. I know how to figure out what sounds good to me. I just need like the mechanics. But as near as I can tell, it's still all about the chords. It's just you need to spice up the chords. Instead of doing 2-5-1, just like the most basic root of the chord, you gotta add extensions to it. I did not know that those were the same chords. This right here is D minor. And then you add the 7th and the 9th to it. It sounds like this. You're like, oh, what is that? and then you do the G thing with the F-A-B-E again, and then you can add a minor to it. Anyway, so that is giving me like some hope that I could figure this out. I don't know how you could just look at D minor 9 flat 5 and just immediately know that this is what it is. Is that just like an incredible amount of practice? How do you get your brain to just pop that out just like... Maybe it is just practice, because if you told me to play a D major scale, I could do that in 2 seconds. C major, C minor, C diminished. I could do all... Is that C diminished? There is a light at the end of the tunnel, and I'm walking to it. I was hoping that this week would be a good week to go camping, because it's like Martin Luther King, I think it's Martin Luther King on Monday, but it's supposed to get below 0 Fahrenheit, which is very, very cold. And it looks like a hellish landscape out here. It is a cold one today. Woo! Mama! I think it's like 9 degrees Fahrenheit today. Woo! I'm gonna have to say, pretty daggone cold out here. I randomly realized yesterday that I don't know where my copy of Xenoblade Chronicles is. It's out here somewhere. See, I'm thinking maybe I left it in here or something. It's even in here. Periodically, I gotta just make sure that this area doesn't overflow. It's just every now and then one thing will get added to it. Before I know it, I've got like 1,000,000 boxes over there. Okay, that's a little nicer. I feel like we have some good hope for getting the garage actually completely cleaned out come the summertime or spring when it's a little warmer. If I ever have my garage completely cleaned out and organized, I have finally achieved nirvana. So when that happens, just know that nirvana has been achieved and I am living the perfect human life. Ah! So today, the episode, Andrew's writing narration right now. The things that I can still do are the intro, credits, and then there's always the continuous process of trimming down and cutting out all the fat and making everything as tight and well-paced as possible. I would actually say that for video editing, for me, the most important thing is pacing. If the take wasn't good, you don't roll with it and you cut it out. Which actually, that's what video production is all about. It's learning to live with the footage that you've shot. So much of making like non-fiction style video just boils down to learning to live with the crappy footage that you shot. You're just like, why did I do that? Why didn't we take our time? Not that that happens like all the time and that there's a ton of stuff like that, but that is like the hardest part to get used to. It's just like, guess I'll just have to live with this. You know what I was just thinking about? I was thinking, it is our responsibility to get enough sleep, eat right, and exercise, because think about how much nicer you are to people and how much of a better mood you're in when you've got all of those things right. We live in a society!
You know, we're living in a society! Society!
So it's very important to make sure that you're operating at the best of your ability for other people. It's not even about yourself. It's gonna be great for yourself and you're gonna feel so much better. But other people are gonna thank you for it. I'm like, thank you for taking care of yourself so that I don't have to put up with you. People who know me know that when I'm not feeling good, I am a terrible person to be around. You guys don't have to experience that, because when I'm not feeling good, I just edit out those parts that are terrible to be around. So for the sake of all the people around me, it's like personal responsibility to take care of yourself. You owe it to other people. So for those of you who have played Super Mario Odyssey, I don't really find the co-op mode all that great, because it's supposed to be that you hand the little cap to the kid, right? But the kid never wants to play as the cap. Playing as the cap is boring. So they play as Mario, and meanwhile I'm Cappy, and I'm trying to like guide her and tell her where to go, but she doesn't listen. They should just make it like a Mario and Luigi mode. And Luigi is like the person who knows how to play, and they can just run around wherever and control the camera. All that is to say, I'm going to my sister's house and we're gonna play some Switch. Did I mention already that it is next level cold? It is 15 degrees Fahrenheit. And let me preempt anybody who wants to tell me that, oh, you think that's cold? Wait until you come to where I live. Look, I get it. I'm sure your place is super cold too. Let's all commiserate with each other instead of trying to one-up our misery. Not that I'm particularly miserable, this is actually pretty fun. But that initial moment of getting in the car is never very pleasant. Amazon boxes.